What's going on, guys? Today in this video I want to talk about how long can you drive a car with a bad alternator and a good battery. That's the tip. Please watch the whole video so you get the full detail, so you can estimate how long can you drive on your car. There is some lot of good information that I'm gonna give you here, so that way you can extend the trip with just the battery. As you can see here that I got a new alternator. I bought it online. This alternator was $100, and obviously I'm gonna go inside the car right now so you guys can hear me better, because I'm right next to the highway and it's so loud. So as you guys can see, I got the alternator and just the battery. I'm gonna start the car right now so you know that I still runs with just the battery. Okay guys, here I am. Yeah, because it was too loud out there. So I'm gonna start the car. You guys can see here that it has the battery on, because light on, because the alternator is bad. So that's what I'm going to replace right now. So let me give you the tips. Once you start the car, well, the battery is used to start the car with the cranking power, not the voltage. So if you have a good battery with good cranking power, it's gonna start the engine. Once you start the engine, it's start gonna using the voltage for all electrical things on the car, like the radio, the AC, the heater, and all that. So the way you can extend the life of your trip with just the battery is by keeping the AC off. As of right now, the car is gonna be using the battery just for the electrical stuff, like the fan. It all matters if you drive it like in a hot day on the highway and all that. Let's say you drive it on the street, there's a lot of stops and goes, there is so much traffic, and there is not that much air flowing into the engine. So obviously the engine is gonna get hotter, and then the fan is gonna start to try to cool down the engine. So obviously that's gonna take some juice from the battery, and it's gonna last less, right? But if you drive it on the highway as much as possible, just to get to your location, you're gonna have more airflow coming into the engine, and obviously that's gonna help cool down the engine and use less of the fan. It also matters if you got the headlights on, the daytime running lights on, and you got the music, the heater, you're playing with the windows, all that, right? Obviously. So try to avoid using the electrical issues, the electrical stuff like the radio and things like that. Just drive normal, no AC, no heater, and you can get up to 50 minutes of driving it. You can get more, you can push it to 1 hour. Where I took this car, it was about 50 minutes away. So I had 3 batteries on the side, like the one I put on, and 3 batteries on the side, just to make sure I was able to make it to my destination, just to have extra sources, just in case it died on me. Just pulled over and put the new battery and keep going until I brought it here, because it was gonna be a lot cheaper to just put a new alternator like that, instead of paying for the towing truck to get it here. And obviously it was gonna be like $600. I only spent $100 on the alternator online, so I'm trying to save money for the customer. Quick fixes, that's what I do. So you can get up to an hour, a good hour, with just the battery, no matter where you drive it. Because after I drove it here, I left it on for a little bit longer, just to make sure if it was dying. And then I checked the voltage on the battery. When I first started driving it, the voltage on the battery was 12.6 volts. Now that I drove it like 15 minutes, and that I had it running for another 15 minutes here in this location, it was still running, and the voltage was 12.4 voltage on the battery. And right now I started the car, and you guys can see that it's still running. So basically those are the quick tips that I wanted to tell you guys. Just make sure you drive it with no AC, no radio, nothing, no lights on. And if you drive it on the highway, you're gonna get longer. So at least you can drive it for 1 hour if you have a good battery. I'll say this battery is 3 years old, but I checked it and it had a good voltage and good cranking power, so it was a good battery. And it gave me 1 hour, and it's still running. Right now I'm gonna change the alternator on this one. So that's how you guys know how long you guys can go up to on a car. Like I say, if your battery has been on your car for like 2-3 years, like 2 years, the odds are like 95% of the time the battery is still good. 3 years, who knows, right? Depends if you had like some other stuff using the battery, who knows. But 2 years, I'll say you can still get at least 1 hour. So if you're ever driving it and you see the light coming up, that's the alternator, and just get to a safe location before it dies on you. Alright guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys think it's helpful, please subscribe to the channel. Please like this video. I'm just trying to give you some good information for you guys to so you guys know what to do in that case, because it's a lot cheaper to just drive it than towing it to your house. But also you need to do the math and think how long you'll get before, because you don't want to be on the middle of the highway, right? Too. Well guys, thank you. See you later. I'll be posting more videos with quick fixes. Thank you.